Despite pressure from the international community to stop the bloodshed, the Syrian authorities continue their violent crackdown on protesters. Syrian expatriates have been voicing their opinions online. The overwhelming majority wants Bashar al-Assad to step down from power. Numerous anti-government rallies have been organised all over the world since the start of the uprising in March, and recent events have seen an upsurge in demonstrations, as we can see in these videos, filmed last week in the United States, Greece and also Tunisia. Demonstrators have often gathered in front of their country's Syrian embassy, as we can see here in Istanbul, Vienna and Kuwait, with Syrian expatriates denouncing the regime's murderous insanity and expressing their solidarity with their compatriots. But Bashar al-Assad also has supporters abroad, as illustrated in this footage of pro-government rallies. Filmed in Paris and also in Armenia, where supporters of the president held up pictures of the man they feel can guarantee stability for the country. Supporters in Ukraine even went as far as organising a balloon release in his honour. The pro- and anti-government demonstrations sometimes end in clashes between supporters and opponents of al-Assad. Like in Lebanon's Beirut, for example, at the beginning of August, when loyalists to the president turned on protesters expressing their support to victims of the repression. Members of both sides were injured in the violent fighting that ensued. Egyptian blogger and activist Asma Mahfouz was arrested on Sunday and released later in the day on a bail of 20,000 Egyptian pounds, which is equivalent to around 2,300 euros. She's accused of using Facebook and Twitter to defame the Supreme Council of the Armed Forces, which has been ruling the country since the ouster of Hosni Mubarak. She is to be tried before a military tribunal, and there has been widespread reaction on the web. Asma Mahfouz has been highly active on her blog, but even more so on Twitter, where she has over 41,000 followers. She recently posted a message expressing her concerns about the actions of the military government and warning the armed forces that the absence of an independent justice system will push Egypt to the edge of an abyss. The Egyptian army did not appreciate her comments. Amnesty International is saying the military wants to make an example of Mahfouz. The NGO is calling for all charges against the blogger to be dropped, and at the same time condemns the growing number of military tribunals for civilians since the fall of Mubarak. Over 10,000 people have reportedly been tried before a military court since February's popular uprising. Web users have also been sharing their thoughts on the arrest. Some question the army's motives and the apparent differences in the way civilians and former high-ranking government officials are treated. In spite of the crimes he's accused of committing, Hosni Mubarak, for example, is appearing before a criminal court. This situation has prompted a number of Egyptians, like the former head of the International Atomic Energy Agency, Mohammed El-Baradei, of asking the authorities to drop the charges against the activist. With around 1.5 million Catholics expected for the World Youth Day events taking place in Madrid until the 21st of August, Spanish web users have been voicing their opposition online, denouncing the cost of the event, which is estimated at somewhere between 55 and 62 million euros. Many feel this is an exorbitant figure for a country which is near to bankruptcy. An online petition has been launched by a movement which uses the slogan "No con mis impuestos," meaning "not with my taxes." It's already been signed by over 11,000 web users who state that they have nothing against the country holding such an event, nor against the Pope's visit, but Spanish taxpayers refuse to pay for it, especially in these times of economic crisis. A march was organised in the streets of the Spanish capital on Wednesday to protest against the costs involved in the celebrations. It was largely coordinated online via social media sites and on Facebook in particular. But the Vatican has also been making great use of the web to try and attract as many young people as possible to the World Youth Day festivities. The official website is providing a great deal of information on the various events taking place in Madrid and is also broadcasting videos of the friendly atmosphere prevailing in the capital. Great use is being made of social networks so that web users don't miss a single detail of this global event. And to ensure Catholics from all over the world feel involved in the World Youth Day celebrations, a group of 80 volunteers will travel around Madrid on the Bus 2.0 to update social networks in 20 different languages. Ever since his owners posted videos of his exploits on sharing sites, Jesse the Jack Russell has become a veritable online sensation. In this latest clip, the little dog shows once again just how useful he is around the house. He can make toast, get the shopping out of the car, and also fold towels and put them away. In just 1 week, the video has already been viewed over 700,000 times.